Hello and welcome everybody. It's the NFL Exporter, aka Expert Reporter Ty Goodman with the Underworld Sports Show. And now we're talking some fantasy football. So far this 2013-14 season, we had a lot of excitement so far. We've had a lot of stars shine beyond what we imagined. We've had a lot of players that we forgot about come back to life, and we've had a lot of disappointments from players. So we're going to jump right into the action, take a look through week 6 and see what's going on around the NFL. I know a lot of teams at this point, are 6 games into the season. It's still early, a lot of time left, but this is the time right now. You really need guys to start stepping up and making key moves in addition. So we're just going to take a look at the numbers, go category by category, and see what's going on, especially in regards to the pre-draft coverage, which is always fun, getting these mock drafts together and seeing how the numbers shake out. We started with the quarterbacks. Leading off the way is Peyton Manning, 155 points. I don't even need to say anything. We all watch football. We see greatness every Sunday. He's putting up the big numbers. If you have him on your team, there's no way you should be below 500 unless the rest of the guys on your team just stink. And with him coming in somewhere between the 4th, to 5th round, depending on if you're drafted after the first night, he's going 2nd, 3rd round. But if you have Manning on your team, you can put your quarterback position on auto. This guy is looking at breaking some records this year. He's been a pleasant surprise. And again, if you have him on your team, you should definitely have a winning squad. Next in line is Drew Brees, 114 points. Breezy's definitely been doing what he always does, puts up the big numbers. This year he has a healthy Jimmy Graham, who's helping this cause out an awful lot. Darren Sproles, the weapons they have in New Orleans, Marcus Colston. Brees been with that system for years. Sean Payton's back on the sidelines, dialing up the plays. The front line, they protect Brees. Brees just one of the best in the business. If you have Drew Brees on your team, he's another quarterback. We put it on auto. Count this guy in for 20+ points a week. Next in line, we have Tony Romo, 107 points. A little deceiving. Romo did go off week 5 for 53 points, which accounted for basically over half of his production. But Tony's been solid this year. Dez Bryant has emerged the way that we pretty much thought. And the Cowboys still have not established a running game, which means that Tony Romo's passing the ball a lot. So if you got Tony Romo, he was a great value pick. Romo going 7th, 8th round, somewhere around there. He's 3rd on the boards in the passing game. Next in line, surprise here, Phillip Rivers, another guy going late. Some leads even being picked up off the waiver wire. He's got 106 points. Rivers has been lighting it up this year. Yeah, he doesn't have his core guys, DeMar Alexander and Malcolm Floyd, but he still has Antonio Gates. They picked up Danny Woodhead. He has some young receivers emerging and stepping up, and he's just finding ways to get it done. Eddie Royal's another guy who's come in the slot position and provided some real versatility. So if you have Phillip Rivers, you had him late in rounds. You could really stacked up a good team in front of him, and he can be paying off big time for you. Next in line is Mike Vick, 98 points. Another surprise, a guy going late in the new Chip Kelly offense. He's been able to exploit things on the ground as well as in the passing game with Deshaun Jackson, Riley Cooper, Shady McCoy's in top form. So Michael Vick's another pleasant surprise. He was a guy you could have got late after stacking the team in front of him. Next in line, Matt Ryan, 96 point. Matty Ice has been doing this thing. I have to give Matty definitely some plus signs there because he's been without a healthy Brody White, as well as Steven Jackson, and he's still putting up numbers. Him and Julio Jones have been connecting. He's also using veteran tight end Tony Gonzalez. So Matt Ryan, another quarterback who was going late. You can kind of see the trend here through the first 6 games. There's a lot of quarterbacks who you could have picked up late who are giving you excellent value right now. Other notable names to mention, Andrew Luck has 90 points right now. He's doing a good job, averaging about 18 points a week. Pretty much, Luck will also get you good mileage on the ground. He's been a solid quarterback play. He's another guy, again, late rounds. As you can see, he's pretty much the trend. Matthew Stafford, 87 points. The addition of Reggie Bush has really helped out. Also, rookie big man Fourier has provided another red zone target for him. Another late value pick, excellent value from him. Sam Bradford, surprisingly, 86 points. Bradford, again, another late round guy, possible free agent pickup. probably somebody's backup, has really done a solid job this year with 86 points. And next in line, Aaron Rodgers, a disappointment this far. Only 84 points. He's really only had one game where he's exploded. He actually had two, excuse me. The first game in San Francisco, he did put up the numbers, and then of course he torched Washington defense. After that, it's been pretty tough, but you know the team's key on this guy week in and week out. Definitely not the production you're looking for if you drafted Aaron Rodgers right now. And last but not least, who made it above the 80 line, we have Jay Cutler with 82. Another late round excellent value pickup, and surprisingly Geno Smith with 80 points. Another guy who's probably on the free agent wire. Some other names that kind of stand out a little bit further down the list. Guys all the way down, you know, Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, Eli Manning, Colin Kaepernick. All of these guys, you know, performing not at a good level at all. You also have guys like Tom Brady. He's beneath RG3 and Russell Wilson at this point. So those are definitely some of the guys that if you have as quarterbacks on your team. I know you've been feeling the effects, but it's a long season. Some of these guys will be getting weapons back, and things do add up over the course of the season. But again, the biggest disappointments in the quarterback category thus far have definitely been Colin Kaepernick, Cam Newton, Eli Manning, Tom Brady, and Robert Griffith III. All right, that'll wrap it up for the quarterback section. We'll be back to discuss the running backs. Once again, it's the NFL Exporter, Ty Goodman, Underworld Sports Show.